I'm going to talk about something extremely crazy. Like, you won't even believe it. But I used to think that rebound relationships were relationships where one person just got out of a relationship and they're in a new one. Yeah, that could be, but what a real rebound relationship is someone getting into a new relationship to get over their ex. So, and I used to think, oh, well, only guys do that. No, there's plenty of women that do that. Like, I wouldn't say I'm old, but I'm like in my mid 20s. So, just in my 20s period, I've seen some women use their new guy as a rebound. I would never do that kind of thing. I tell people all the time I would never leave my current partner for an ex. You know, I'm not going to jump from relationship to relationship. I'm going to just focus on me before, I get into something. And the crazy thing is, I'm actually in a real relationship. I'm not in one of those situationships, whatever the fuck ship you want to call it. I'm actually in a real committed relationship. And before I even got with him, I wasn't hurt or anything. Like, I wasn't hurt. I wasn't happy. I was just, you know, I was done with love around that time. Like, I was still open to it, but like, I wasn't really looking. I mean, I was, but it's like I just kind of gave up at that point. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I'm just using that as an example. But I'm going to talk about my parents. My dad does get on my nerves sometimes. He does. I have my dad's looks and my mom's attitude. He gets on my nerves sometimes, you know, but some of the things that he does say does make a lot of sense now that you fully think about it. Like, some of the things that he would say really does make sense. And sometimes I do see, you know, how he is. Like, I see why he does the things that he does sometimes. Like, I don't always agree with everything he says, but some things is just logical. So, I have older sisters. I have older sisters. My mom, she had 4 kids before me. She had 3 daughters and 1 son. And the youngest one that she had is 12 years older than me. So you would think my mom was over her first child's father, but no, she's been with him since she was a kid. She had 4 kids by him. Toxic ass relationship that I don't really know much about. And I don't really know their father personally. So, I mean, I've seen him a few times, but I don't really know him like that. I just, know what I see. But anyways, she was with them for a long time, but I guess he moved far, far away and then went to somebody else and was married to somebody else. Keyword was, he was married to someone else, and my mom just stayed to herself for like 10 to 12 years. And then I came into the picture, right? I was born, you know. It didn't take long for my parents to make me, but then again, my parents were married. So, yeah, there's that. And my dad always talks about, how my mom treated him. And I know some people may say, "Oh, it's very toxic for parents to talk bad about one another," but I do listen to what my dad says about my mom. It may seem like he's talking bad about my mom, but he's just talking about the hurt that she put him through. My mom, she doesn't mention my dad at all. She don't talk about him. Like, the only thing she would say is, "Get out of my face with that and go to your dad." Or she would just be like, she would compare me to him when I don't have nothing to do with him. But now that I full on think about just everything, my mom was not over her first child's father. She was not over him. That's probably why she treated all of my other siblings way better than me. Way, way better than me. I have a disabled sister. With her disability, you can't really tell which parent looks like. But all I know is she's supposedly my full-blooded sister. But, now that I'm an adult, my mom, she doesn't place my sister with me. She places them with my other sisters, basically brainwashing her into thinking, yeah, let's just let you stay with your half siblings. That's what my dad calls it. My dad was the one that told me that's my full sister and the rest is half. Blood don't mean a damn thing to me. You know how people say, "Oh, blood is thicker than water." Well, guess what? They both leak. I don't do that. "Oh, that's my blood. That's my blood." I don't care. I don't care about you. If you do me wrong, I'm going to cut you off. Or I'm going to limit access. I wouldn't cut you off completely. I would still say hi here and there. But other than that, I wouldn't really want anything to do with you. That's just me. Because if you repeatedly treat me like shit, that's how you that's how you feel about me. If you repeatedly treat me like shit over and over and over and over and over and over and over again for a continuous amount of years without apologizing or taking any form of accountability or just anything, you keep doing it at your big grown age, what makes you think that I am going to be around you? I'm grown myself. I don't need you. I could save up money and take a trip somewhere. And I don't even have to brag about it. They love to brag about it. Meanwhile, their pockets are empty. My pockets are not empty, but that's a whole different story. All I'm going to say is I was mistreated badly by my siblings as a kid. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. "Oh, it's sibling rivalry." Sibling rivalry, my ass crack. Because let me tell you this. They are way older than me. They're old enough to be my parents. So that's not what this audio clip is about. This audio clip is not supposed to be just about that. But I kind of got sidetracked. All I'm trying to really say is my mom was not over her first child's father. She was not over him. That's why my mom, when she got with my father, she didn't really fuck with him like that. I don't think she... Because every day I think to myself, what did my mom see in my dad? There's nothing wrong with my dad. My dad is an amazing person. But my mom just acts like she hates him so much. Like, let's say you don't know these people, right? You don't know these two people. But if a stranger comes by and looks at my parents, the stranger would think, "Dang, how did they even make you, girl? How do they even make you? They act like they hate each other." Like, it's crazy. Like, two people in the 90s had smecks one day, decided to keep me, just for them to not even like each other. I repeat, two people had smecks in the late 90s, had me, and they don't even like each other no more. They don't even like each other. My dad, I don't know who left who. I don't know. My mom said my dad left. My dad said, "Oh, your mom won't let me see you guys." All I know is my dad was out of the picture and he started a family with a whole white woman and had multiple kids by her. Not two like what my mom and dad did. Nah, he had like four other kids. So my dad was like, fuck this, I don't need you, and then went to some fat white woman and had four kids by her. Really five, because he got some other person pregnant around the same time. She was Latina. It was just a one-time thing, but still, like, I see in the pictures that my parents loved each other, but in real life, they don't love each other. They don't. Okay, they don't. And the reason why I'm still talking about this today is because I'm now realizing that damn, they're never going to get back with each other. Matter of fact, they hate each other. My dad, he's married to someone else. He's married to a Latina girl. And my mom, she just stays to herself. I don't know what the hell she does. I don't care. My parents don't like each other. And my dad was just a rebound. My dad was just a rebound. He was just a temporary replacement. You know, that's just what it was. I'm not talking about my parents. All I'm saying is my dad was just a rebound. My dad knew that. And then my dad became a hoe. He wasn't sleeping around before he was with my mom. Well, because he was in jail, of course. But even before he went to jail, he was married. But just after the divorce with my mom, he became a hoe. He became a hoe. He always had different women over. He became a freaky asshole. He was watching porn around me. He was doing different crazy stuff. He wore shorts and short ass robes and stuff. Just freaky ass man. Always watching stuff around me, and just he was overly freaked out, and his partners were overly freaked out. He would be intimate in front of me. I mean, of course there would be another room somewhere, but I could hear that shit loud. And he was an overly freaky man, and it was just crazy, man. He's just nasty man. Anyways, yeah, and my dad was most definitely a rebound, because my mom, you know, she's attracted to light-skinned men. She was attracted to that bald men, but I don't. All I know right now is my parents don't like each other. My dad is a rebound. And I don't get to see my little sister, like, because we're 2 to 3 years apart. 2 to 3 years apart, and I don't even get to see her no more. They brainwash her to the point where I can't even see her no more. Like, the only time I really get to see my sister is if my mom is in the home with her. But if my mom passes somehow, yeah, I'm not going to be able to get custody of her, because my sister's going to convince. And honestly, I don't give a damn. I don't even think she's my full-blooded sister. I'm sorry. I feel like both my parents were overly freaked out. Okay. And you know, the 90s, man, They were not pure back then. I don't know who told you that lie. And another thing, I not only not get along with my siblings on my mom's side, I don't get along with my siblings in my dad's side either. All those biracial kids that he done had, they don't speak to me. I'm convinced they're probably anti-black. All I'm saying is I don't get along with none of my family. I don't get along with my cousins. Me and my cousins, we used to be close. You know, we used to sleep on the floors of my grandma's floor and stuff. We used to be close when we were, like, younger. We used to be so close. Now all of my cousins are out doing drugs and shit, doing crazy stuff. I don't really have a family. And then my boyfriend's like, oh, you do got a support system. No, I don't. The only people I really got is the people that made me, and we argue sometimes. I wish I could just tell my boyfriend, right? If both my parents were gone and my grandma was gone, I would not have no family. That village would be gone. Gone, gone, gone. I don't get along with my siblings. What part of that don't you understand? The only people I got is my mom and my dad, the people that created me, and we argue a lot. We argue a lot. I live by myself, have been living by myself. When I was living with my mom, it was toxic. It was abusive. You know, my dad was somewhere else. I never lived with my dad, but he helped me get a place. I paid for it with my own money, though. Everything I paid with my own money. Everything's in my name. I paid everything with my own money. No help. All he did was help me, you know, look for places and stuff. That's all. That's literally all. And that's all I gotta say. Because I feel like if I'm going to keep talking about this, I'm going to be upset. Oh, that's just the tip of the iceberg. I forgot to mention, I've had cousins that did some scandalous stuff. I don't want to talk about it no more. I'm over it.